This is the second video on Quartal Harmony, and this will pick up from where the first one left off. And again, we were looking at an E major 13 or an E major 7 and 9 and a 13th with a raised 11th, so a sharp 11 major tonality or a Lydian tonality on E. And again, we're going to now pick up where we left off from the first video. So if this is of interest to you and you need to review the first one, please do. But we have three different triads that we were looking at for this, and it was all perfect fourths. For example, the F sharp, B, and E. The second type on the inversion was F sharp, B, and C sharp. And the third type was F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. So the three different types of triads are two perfect fourths, a perfect fourth and a major second, and a major second and a perfect fourth. So all we're going to do today, and in this session, is investigate the doublings. And we're going to do that with each note. For example, if we start out with the one F sharp, B, and C sharp, I'll put the E in the bass so that you can hear the relation to E major. We're going to double the F sharp. So we get F sharp, B, C sharp, and F sharp. Now this can be planed, again, up the pentatonic scale. So we have it on F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, and G sharp, B, E, F sharp, and B, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp, and of course on D sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and D sharp, and then repeating. Okay, so that's doubling essentially the lowest tone of that triad. Now we can do each one. What I should say too, going forward, is we're gonna double each triad member, but then we're gonna look at the different possibilities with that as well. So for example, with this F sharp, B, and C sharp, we double the F sharp. There are still other melody notes. We can get the G sharp and the A sharp, and then we can do the same thing on this one. G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp. That's the same as the F sharp one. B, E, F sharp, and B. We just grab scale tones that work over top. Same thing with the C sharp. And of course, we can now use scale tones for each part of those. And those are dealt with in the chord book part 1, so we're only going to deal with the doublings right now. So going back here, F sharp, B, C sharp, and F sharp will now double the C sharp. So we get C sharp, F sharp, B, and C sharp, and again planing it. Do it on C sharp, D sharp, really beautiful, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then back to. So now we have some bass motion. Now we can double the B. So F sharp, B, and C sharp will now double the B below. So we have B, F sharp, B, and C sharp. So we know that chord, almost like a perfect fifth chord like that. Same thing, planing it. C sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. So now we have bass motion there. So you can hear that it all sounds like E major. You know, it still has the E major sharp 11 sound. Now moving forward, with the triad like this, the F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp, we can double the lowest. So we have F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. We can move that to G sharp. So G sharp, that's nice. G sharp, A sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. So we can do the same thing with those. We'll do it on B. B, C sharp, F sharp, and B. And with C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. So we have really nice. That sounds great. Now we can do the same thing with the G sharp. So F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. A sharp, G sharp, A sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Do it on B, B, C sharp, F sharp, and C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and D sharp, E, F sharp, B, and F sharp. So we have the, so combined with, starting to get combined with the others, we get a whole, now we're starting to get a whole bunch of sounds here. So we have a whole number of ways to color E major without using grips. So we're kind of using these fourth and fifth kind of chords, fourth chords with doublings. So now moving ahead, we have all perfect fourth kind of chords as well, which we'll get to, but watch how we access them. For the the F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp will now double the C sharp. So we have C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. Very dark. And D sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and D sharp. Oh, that's beautiful. Really nice. F sharp, B, C sharp, and F sharp. G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. And on B, B, E, F sharp, and B. And back. Really nice. So again, we're expanding all the sounds. We got all these really nice sounds now. I love this one. It's really nice, really dark. Okay, so the next move then is to go to the all-perfect fourth chord, F sharp, B, and E. So now we can double the lowest tone, the F sharp, B, E, and F sharp. All right, and we can move that to G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. A sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. C sharp, F sharp, B, and E. Notice it runs a pentatonic scale. And D sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp. So now we have all these. And we combine them, you know, mixing and matching them. Really beautiful. That's really nice. I mean, it's really great sounds. Contrary motion. You know, you get all these really beautiful stuff. Okay. Now with this, F sharp, B, and E, we can now double the E itself. That's nice. E, F sharp, B, and E. Move that to C sharp. That's very dark. F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. G sharp, A sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. You get the idea. B, C sharp, F sharp, and E. And C sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. And these are all, you know, great colorings. In fact, we can now move the bass notes. We have all these great sounds. Really. Really great colorings just of an E major 7 with a sharp 11. Now with this one, we can also do the B. Really nice. And again, we sort of look at that as a suspended chord. B, F sharp, B, and E. But again, we move it up the pentatonic scale to C sharp, D sharp. That's really nice. F sharp, G sharp. So we have all those. Really great. And again, we can get the inner voices. that's doubling each of them. We can double any tone within any of those three types of fourth chords. To expand on this more, for instance, even just taking this one, this E, F sharp, B, and E, we can now take that and move the E to F sharp. So now we have E, F sharp, B, and F sharp. So again, those are movable. E, F sharp, and G sharp. And again, we can look at contrary motion. Even that formation works. Okay, which resembles that one on top, the F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Now, for the top note chords, we can now expand, and we'll do this in another video that'll deal primarily with fifths, but watch this. If we can expand, just to give some idea, one idea of how far you could go with this. For example, if we take this F sharp, B, and E, and then the F sharp doubled, we can bring the top voice, the F sharp, to a B. Obviously, it can go to an F, and an A sharp and all too, but we'll just deal with the doublings. So now we have that. We have this F sharp, B, E, and F and B again. Goes up to G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and D sharp. We can move, we had that formation. So we have all these voice motion options. But watch, we go in each station. For example, if I do that on D sharp, A sharp, D sharp, and G sharp, and I release the A sharp to G sharp, and then maybe I bring the G sharp to A sharp. These are very beautiful formations that can be moved really open. This is D sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and G sharp, and A sharp. So now if I do it on E, I can do E, B, E, and F sharp, moving to a B on top. And now I can move this to an F sharp, where I'll do G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. And I can move back to this formation. Now I can move each voice ahead. So F sharp, B, E, and B, we move the E to F sharp, move the B to C sharp, move the B to C sharp here. So you can see and we move ahead. Expanding, contracting. And they're all E major 7 by simply moving each voice. So I'll do F sharp, B, E, and B again. And I move the E to F sharp. I move the B to G sharp. I move it up to C sharp. I move that inner B to C sharp. And then I bring this, I started here, and now I arrive at this formation. Again, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and C sharp. Move it down to G sharp. And again, move the F sharp to G sharp. Move the C sharp to D sharp. Move this C sharp to D sharp. And now I'm at it again. Move the G sharp to A sharp. And move up again. B, F sharp, B, and F sharp. Move the F sharp to E. Move the F sharp to E here. Move the F sharp to C sharp, the E to C sharp. Move the E to F sharp in the middle. Move it to a C sharp, F sharp, B, and E. You can see it's just, all of these things are just endless. And there's so many possibilities. So that covers Quartal harmony generally, just in a basic sense for doublings. In the next video, we'll look more extensively at fifth chords, again with the E major 7 sharp 11 type chord.